Hi, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel, and we are attempting to do a weekly writing vlog. So it's actually the middle of the week, and hi, are you coming to say hi to the people? You want to say hi to the people? Say hi, Stormy. You can come at me all you want. It's not happening. She's sometimes worse than a child. Anyways, so I know you're gonna keep yelling at me, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Nope. 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 Anyways, so I don't think this is going to be like a full week for a writing vlog. Earlier this week I did start a different vlog for the Choose Your Own Adventure brainstorming experiment that we are doing, and that's going to have its own little episodes. So I did some of that this week, which I am going to link down below in the description, the very first episode and the survey, because I'm still taking responses for the survey and I'm loving the results so far. But since I'm not working on the brainstorming experiment currently, I wanted to get back into my Romantasy, and for a couple of reasons. I know that my deadline for the contemporary romance is the end of March, and I'm gonna have to push it. So far, the month of March has been a very, very crappy month, dealing with a lot of grief. So the way I deal with grief is I get lost in books and in words, but in the words of a fantasy world. I don't think contemporary will allow me to escape as much as I'm wanting to escape right now. And when I lost my grandma in 2022, writing in the fantasy world that I currently have was so cathartic and got me through some really hard times. And I feel like I just need to focus on the Romantasy right now, and I will maybe do like the contemporary romance for like a summer project. As much as I would like to get the contemporary romance done by the end of this month and hope for a possible summer release, I just don't think I have it in me for the contemporary. So I'm going back to the drawing board of the Romantasy. I've already put together all of I did a clip earlier today. I just forgot to do the introduction, so that's why I'm here now. But I put together a document earlier with all of the words that I previously had from the beginning of February when I was writing the Romantasy before I switched over to the contemporary, and put it into a document so that Katrina can read over it, because Katrina's not only one of my best friends, but she's also my critique partner, so I lean on her for a lot of what needs to I lean on her for a lot of my writing needs as well, and vice versa. We try to help each other out as much as we possibly can. And so she's going to read over it, see if any of it is salvageable, because I feel like I'm writing Oren just a little too... I'm sorry I stopped petting you. I feel like I'm writing Oren a little too cinnamon rolly, and that needs to change, because he's not a cinnamon roll character. He is an anti-hero, and I need to know if any of the stuff that I have already written is salvageable, or if I need to just kill my darlings, scrap it, and start over. If I have to start over, that's fine. I have no issues starting over. I just want to know now, when I only have 5,000 words, instead of me writing 25,000 words like I did 2 years ago, and it was in the wrong point of view. It was I was writing from one of the other characters unintentionally, and so I don't want to have to run into that problem. I'd rather nip it in the bud right now and whatnot. So I am going to do a little bit more brainstorming for Project Amethyst, which is what the Romantasy is now called, and set up my live stream for tonight, and we're gonna do some B-roll clips. So I'll update you guys in a little bit.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count.
That bird was so loud. Okay, going back to writing. I am going to message Katrina and see if she can read the words that I've already written for this project.
Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
Anyways, I had my oil changed earlier, and while I was waiting for it, since we do it at the dealership because it's usually about the same price, plus they do a car wash and the tire rotation for about the same cost that I would get at like Oil and Go and whatnot. So while I was there in the waiting room, I had my notebooks with me. I forgot to bring my laptop. I probably should have, but I did some brainstorming on the Romantasy, and since I've changed the world building from the main magic element, from the magic system being just elemental magic to a gemstone type of magic and world building, the world building revolves all around these gemstones now. I was changing parts of the plot as well, and I know I was working on it at the beginning of February. I'm not sure if what I've written so far, I think it was only like about 5,000 words, if what I've written so far is going to stay or if I'm going to just like rework it. But I'm trying to figure out how to make the love interest more of an anti-hero, because I feel like what I've written of him so far, it teeters on the line of being a cinnamon roll hero and an alpha male type of hero, and I kind of want him to be a little bit more on the villainous scale. But his dad and I don't know if I should have revealed that. His dad and someone else are the true villains in this story, but he has villainous tendencies. And so I feel like what I've written of him so far is just a little too much cinnamon roll-y, and it needs to be a little bit darker and grittier. So I was trying to figure out how to make him more of an anti-hero than the cinnamon roll alpha male mixture that I was making him out to be. So I've decided that at the beginning, I'm adding the kidnapping that I originally had in one of the earlier versions of this. And now I've just got to figure out what the motivations are behind the kidnapping. In one of the earlier versions, the kidnapping was because it was going to be a marriage of convenience between Oren and Rosalind. Like he kidnapped her, one, to save her life, to kind of not necessarily force her into this marriage of convenience, but make it really worth her while to agree to a marriage of convenience with him, to spite his father. And while I like that, I feel like there needs to be something more for Oren's reasoning of kidnapping her. So I need to figure that out. I also need to figure out the motivations behind Oren's dad, who is one of the villains in this series. So far, I've had it to where he's draining the magic out of the world, and so then non-magical beings are being created for the first time, and it's starting to turn into a world where magic is super common and used on the daily, into a world that magic is starting to be depleted and it's not going to be as common, and there's going to be non-magical beings or regular humans. But it's so new that they don't know what to do with themselves because of this. And I really like that aspect. However, I need to figure out, since it's not like an elemental type of magic anymore, I need to figure out how he is draining the magic when the magic comes from all of these gemstones, and each kingdom has a different gemstone that they represent and that they cultivate. Obviously, you can find gemstones anywhere in the world. However, you're more prone to see a certain type of gemstone in different regions of this world. And I need to figure out how to go about that. Like, what is the king doing? What is Oren's dad doing that is making these gemstones non-magical in a sense? I don't know. I've got a lot to work on with the world building. And so I need to figure this stuff out, because I need to start writing. I have the urge to write. I've got the desire to write. I need to actually do it, but I need to know more about the world a little bit. And it's changed from solely just witches to witches and vampires in this fantasy world, where Oren and his family are a vampire family, and they have the blood curse that's come down from generation to generation. And so I think part of Oren being an anti-hero is him actually liking being a vampire. He doesn't want to get rid of his vampirism. So I think that's one of the things that I'm going to work into it, because I feel like that would be more of a anti-hero type of thing. He wants that power. He doesn't want to give it up. He would rather see the world burn, And I feel like the first version of Oren in previous writings, I go in with the intent of him him sacrificing the world to save Rosalind, but he ends up being a person who would sacrifice anything for the world, and that's not what I'm about right now with him. Like, he is not that person, so I don't know why I kept writing him as a cinnamon roll type of character when I know he's not. So we're gonna work on that. Okay, I've been talking for like 10 minutes, so let's get some writing done. I have about 45 minutes to work with right now before I have to go pick up my son. So I'm gonna go grab my laptop, my notebooks, and do a little bit of work, and yeah. Okay, I'll update you guys in a little bit.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love, remember when we were getting nowhere fast, when the garden won't stop giving back, honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me.
Okay, so I was supposed to do a big writing day on Thursday, and it didn't happen. I did do some brainstorming, but I didn't do a whole lot, and I didn't vlog any of it. Thursday was a pretty busy day, and actually the entire weekend was pretty busy. We had a funeral to go to for one of my aunts on Saturday, and it has been a month. So I think the last I talked to you guys, I was talking about how I was writing Oren a little too cinnamon rolly, and I needed to do some characterization work with him and figure out how to make him less cinnamon rolly and more of an anti-hero, because he is an anti-hero. He is the son of the main villain, and the way I was writing him was just a little too nice, and it needed to be worked on. Of course, the second I start filming, my allergies start acting up. I was doing good all day. I actually just had my ENT appointment on Friday, and I had to get a scope, and it was the most awkward experience. And not to mention, it triggered some anxiety because I don't do well with I just don't do well with anything that doctors or dentists have to do. So I was like freaking out before getting the scope, and it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't do it for fun. Going back to the point of this writing vlog, and get back to the actual writing. So at the end of last week, so Thursday and Friday, I did some characterization work on Oren, and I think he's at a much better place in terms of being an anti-hero. And then I was talking to Katrina, and I was mentioning on Friday that I feel like Rosalind needs some character work as well. Now, she did bring up the whole, I hope you're not using this as like a procrastination tactic, and while that is usually the case, I don't think it is the case for this right now. But in the case for Rosalind, and why I feel like she needs some character work done, is the fact that she's sort of an anti-hero in her own way. I feel like I'm writing her a little too goody two-shoes, which is closer to her sister, which is the exact problem I was having 2 years ago, where things were feeling a little too fluffy, and the main character was feeling too goody two-shoes. She wasn't going, her personality that was coming out, it wasn't aligning with what her character arc was supposed to be, and it wasn't matching up. And I came to the conclusion that what I was writing was actually Harlan's point of view. And I feel like a part of, like, I've gotten her to be a little bit grittier, but I think a part of Harlan's POV is still trickling in through Rosalind, which is okay towards the end of Rosalind's character arc, because she does grow and she does become less anti-hero towards the end of her story. But at the beginning, she's not this goody two-shoes that I feel like I've been writing. So I need to do a little bit of character work on her today. I need to figure out how to get her to be a little bit more darker and grittier. And I don't know if it's just because, I don't know, but ever since throwing out the magic system and creating a new magic system, I feel like I just needed to work on a little bit more of the characterization of everyone before I dive in. So, like, for Rosalind, she's not afraid to being the bad guy if she needs to be the bad guy, if it means that her sisters are safe. And I feel like I've lost that in some of the versions that I've been writing. As much as she loves her people and she is the future queen of her kingdom, all in all, it's her sisters that come first to her. And I feel like I haven't been writing it that way. So I need to work on that. I also just got a new planner from Devin, which I will leave all of Devin's stuff down in the links below. She's amazing. She sent me this undated planner to see if this version works, because it's similar to the Hobonichi, but it's all undated, and I feel like that would be the best for me right now while I'm trying to figure out how to get back into the planning every week. Ever since the pandemic, it's just been a struggle to get back into a planning habit. So hopefully this will be the solution. So I'm going to do some of this, and I'm going to do some work on characterization for the Romantasy and see if I can't, get this to being a little bit more figure out if I can get this to be a little bit more cohesive. So we're going to do that. I also have to upload the videos that I currently have on my camera or on my phone, transfer them to the computer because I'm losing space. It looks like I only have about 2 minutes left. So I'm going to do that so that I can do some B-roll clips. So I will come update you guys later.
I look out across the water, I smell the song, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time. I'll miss the smoke on the Cumberland and the fireflies at midnight and the color of the leaves in the fall.
Okay, so I just picked up my son from school and he had choice words to say about my hair. He didn't like it. Whatever. He's got to deal with it. Anyways, he is at his friend's house right now. I am grabbing my stuff to go meet up with the parent who is actually watching him right now in the parking lot while we pick up our girls from school. So I'm making myself some coffee and I'm doing a little bit of brainstorming with Katrina, just because I've got a lot of things in my mind and I'm trying to like get it out to where I know that I can brainstorm with her, and also look back on it when I can. So I think I figured out how to bring more of a darker grit to Rosalind, and excuse me, and I think I know what her whole thing is going to be about, just from knowing what her opening image is going to be. So now I'm in the brainstorming part of figuring out what it is that Oren needs her for, because the inciting incident is that he ends up kidnapping her, and I need to figure out what that reasoning is. Like, I know the reasoning, but I need to like figure out what exactly it is. So like the reasoning is that she knows secrets or an artifact that he either needs or he needs information on, and she either has information about that secret or artifact, or her father does, or they have access to it, and so kidnapping her is his means of getting that information or that secret or object. So I needed to figure out what that secret or object was. So I'm doing a whole bunch of brainstorming, like speech to text to Katrina, so that I can get it out of my head and can work with it while I'm in the parking lot waiting for my daughter to get out of school. And just trying to figure out more ways to make it a anti-hero type of scenario rather than it being a hero type of thing, because so far it seems like the only bad thing that he's doing is the kidnapping of her, but it's for good reasons. So I need to figure out how to make that a little bit more to where it benefits him a little bit more than all the other people. It needs to show that he's being selfish at this point. So I need to figure that part out. So I'm going to go finish making my coffee, grab my stuff, and head over to the school parking lot and do some more brainstorming while I wait for my daughter to get out of school. But I just wanted to do a quick update for you guys. So that's what's happening.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors, like the moon You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick update of what has been going on for today. I feel like I've done quite a bit of the B-roll clips. I've done quite a bit of brainstorming and even started, drafting in Microsoft Word and started off doing like bullet outlines. So like I have some bullets of like what I want to see in these chapters, and actually this first chapter I've already started, and once I complete this bullet I'll delete that and work on the next bullet. So I'm going to try this route. Sorry, I'm showing it to you this way. I don't feel like doing a screen recording right now. But this is the way that Bethany Atazada does her drafting, and I'm gonna try it out because for some reason I keep distancing myself from Scrivener, even though I love the drafting portion of Scrivener. I, for some reason, just keep distancing myself, and I don't know why. So we're gonna try going back to the basics and try drafting Project Amethyst through Microsoft Word. We'll see how long this lasts, but I formatted it in a way where I can just click on each chapter and I can go to that chapter, and so I don't have to write linearly, because I don't always write linearly. There are times where I do, but there are also times where if I get a scene idea for a scene later on, I write that scene and then I can go back. Like I don't always write linearly, which is why I really like Scrivener, because I can just go, wherever, and if that scene ends up happening even later on, I can just drag it down later, or I can drag it up if I feel like that actually needs to go in between two different scenes. But I don't know why I just keep not opening Scrivener. I'm not sure what it is. I feel like it's beating a dead horse, and I keep complaining about how there's not that one perfect writing software, but there isn't. Like, if I could, I would create it, but I don't know shit about making software or programs. I want to befriend someone who knows how to do that so that they can create this writing software for me. But yeah, anyways, I have a total of 344 words written for Project Amethyst, because I actually started doing some actual drafting words today. This is also going to be the last clip for this writing vlog because it has been almost a week. And I want to start a new one tomorrow so that I can get back to this weekly writing vlog and hopefully post a new writing vlog every, I guess, Tuesday. When's the last time I posted a writing vlog? Let's see, content. March 11th. When was March 11th? Last Monday. So maybe we can get on this every Monday or Tuesday I post a new vlog. We'll see. Yeah, so that is what happened today. I'm really excited to get into this project. I've really needed a place to escape from reality, because reality in 2024 has not been kind, and I need to escape into my words. And I know that when I'm dealing with all of this, the best way for me to escape is through a fantasy world, and which is why I stopped working on the contemporary romance, because I really just needed a place to escape. And my place to escape right now is going to be the world of Chromasia. It's gonna happen. So it feels really nice to start diving into this world, and I'm really excited. Really excited. Also, I did mention during the live stream that I did tonight that I'm going to close down the survey Saturday night, which will be March 23rd is when I will stop taking more new responses for the first survey for the Choose Your Own Adventure brainstorming experiment that we are doing, because on Sunday I am doing an all-day writing day. So I'll be doing 3 live streams on Sunday, but I'm going to dedicate the second live stream, which will happen around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Time. That second stream will be dedicated to going over the responses, doing some live brainstorming with you guys, and then coming up with some questions on what to put in the next survey that you guys can vote on. And yeah, I'm super excited about this project. I think that's going to be another fun thing to escape into as well. And I think it's going to be fun for you guys, and it'll be fun to even like put together this like brainstorming template that I am going to be working on through these questions and through our own like brainstorming sessions. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. With all of that being said, I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here. So if you liked this vlog, please give it a big thumbs up. It does let me know that you like this kind of content, and it lets other people see this video. It helps with the algorithm. Also, if you're not a subscriber and you would like to subscribe, go ahead and smash that red subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys later. As always, happy writing. Bye.
I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on.